Let's chat finding out your client's budget. Designers will say that they have a really hard time pulling budget numbers from their clients. They might ask them, "What's your budget?" And oftentimes a client, they don't know, or they'll say they don't really have one. And I'm gonna tell you that's not true. If a client says, "I don't know what my budget is," or "We don't really have one, we just want you to do the work and then price it out afterwards," I'm going to tell you why I think that's a really bad idea. It's a bad idea because you don't know the level to which you're able to design to. If in your mind you go over the project scope and you think it will be between $100,000 and $200,000, but in the client's mind, they're thinking it's maybe going to cost them $50,000 to $75,000, you can see where that disconnect is going to come in down the road, and it's going to be a big problem. Oftentimes, designers will just proceed and do an amazing design. They will have everything priced out, and then when they present that to the client falls off the chair in total shock. And why are they in shock? Because there is always a number. Even the clients that say we have no budget go crazy. There's a number. It might be way up high in the sky, but there's always a number. And it's your job as the designer to figure out where that range or where that number is before you do any work. But Crispin, how do I find out what that number is if when I ask them what their budget is, they don't know or they say they don't have one? It's really simple. You ask them, if your project costs come in at $100,000 to $200,000, would you be comfortable moving forward? And they will tell you really, really quickly what their budget numbers are. If that's the range that they had in their mind, they will say, yes, that's great. That's exactly where we thought things would be. Go ahead. If they were thinking $50,000 to $75,000, they're going to say, holy crap. Wait a second, what do you mean? I had no idea things were going to be that expensive. And that is exactly when you can come in and educate your client on the costs of a project, of their scope, and begin to explain to them how things start to add up really, really quickly. And then they can decide, okay, now that I have that information, I'm ready to move forward. Or I have that information that is way out of my price range. What can we do to bring those numbers down to be able to work with you? And that is how you get the budget from your client. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.